And that's how Bill Clinton was greeted when he arrived at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. on May 31st, 1993. Hail to the chief, applause, and boos and jeers and people yelling draft dodger. Bill Clinton's first Memorial Day as president. That's what we remember in this Memorial Day-themed episode of C-SPAN's The Weekly. Memorial Day 1993. Jan Scruggs, founder of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, sets the scene.
It's been very traditional for us, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, to honor the President of the United States by asking him to address Vietnam veterans on Memorial Day. We've been doing this for 12 years, I might add, and for 12 years, no president has ever accepted our invitation to come to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial on Memorial Day. We're extremely proud, and I mean this, that the Commander-in-Chief will be here, is here, to honor those who served, to honor those whose names are on this memorial, ladies and gentlemen. It is as simple as that.
Jan Scruggs introduces the next speaker.
Here to introduce the President of the United States, ladies and gentlemen, is General Colin Powell, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
General Powell addresses the divisiveness of the Vietnam War and introduces President Clinton.
The healing process, as we know, will never be complete until we have accounted for all those who did not come home from Vietnam. We all here know that the Vietnam War caused deep wounds within American society. But now the passage of time, a growing spirit of understanding of different views, a pressing need to move forward together as a nation, allow us now to complete our reconciliation and to heal those wounds. And therefore, my dear friends, at this wall of honor, as the senior Vietnam veteran on active duty and as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, I want to welcome and introduce you to the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the United States, our President, President Bill Clinton.
Thank you. Thank you very much, General Powell.
Before we get to President Clinton's remarks, some quick backstory. Why such a negative reaction to the Commander-in-Chief from Vietnam War veterans in 1993? Why the barrage of catcalls? Bill Clinton was the first member of the Vietnam generation to serve as president. He won the 1992 presidential race 17 years after the fall of Saigon, which effectively ended the Vietnam War. One of the character issues Bill Clinton faced during the campaign was his opposition as a student to the Vietnam War, including avoiding the draft. Bill Clinton was the first president in 50 years not to have served in the military. He was attacked during the campaign for his efforts as a graduate student to avoid being drafted to fight in, as he called it, a war I opposed and despised. In a letter, he thanked the military commander for saving me from the draft, and spoke of how he and other opponents of the war found themselves loving their country but loathing the military. Now, back to Memorial Day 1993 at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Just as Bill Clinton had protested the Vietnam War, veterans now protest Bill Clinton.
I thank you so much. To all of you who are shouting, I have heard you, I ask you now to hear me. I have heard you. Some have suggested that it is wrong for me to be here with you today because I did not agree a quarter of a century ago with the decision made to send the young men and women to battle in Vietnam. Well, so much the better. Here we are celebrating America today. Just as war is freedom's cost, disagreement is freedom's privilege, and we honor it here today. ask all of you to remember the words that have been said here today. And I ask you, at this monument, can any American be out of place? And can any commander-in-chief be in any other place but here on this day? I think not.
President Clinton turns his attention to the names of the war dead written on the memorial's famous wall.
Let us continue to disagree, if we must, about the war, but let us not let it divide us as a people any longer. No one has come here today to disagree about the heroism of those whom we honor. But the only way we can really honor their memory is to resolve to live and serve today and tomorrow as best we can, and to make America the best that she can be. Surely that is what we owe to all those whose names are etched in this beautiful memorial.
The speech ends this way.
Let us resolve to take from this haunting and beautiful memorial a renewed sense of our national unity and purpose, a deepened gratitude for the sacrifice of those whose names we touched and whose memories we revere, and a finer dedication to making America a better place for their children and for our children too. Thank you all for coming here today. God bless you, and God bless America.
And now a bonus clip from the next year. For Memorial Day in 1994, President Clinton spoke at Arlington National Cemetery. It was just before the 50th anniversary of D-Day. World War II was the prominent memory. But the Vietnam War still merited a mention. In fact, President Clinton ended his 1994 Memorial Day speech by recalling his 1993 appearance at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, but not the booing part.
A year ago today, just before I came to this hallowed place, I spoke at the Vietnam Memorial to honor those who died in that war. I was proud to be joined there by a remarkable man who became a friend of mine, Lewis Puller Jr. This year, as virtually all of you must know, he rests here on this holy place. This morning when I got up, I thought of Lew Puller and the countless heroes he has joined, and the terrible sacrifices men and women have been willing to make for this great land. Every one of them, no matter what war they served in or what battlefield they died on, everyone helped to build the nation we love. Let us remember them. Let us pray for their souls and those of their families, and resolve to carry on the never finished work of freedom. Thank you, and God bless you all.
This time, on Memorial Day for Bill Clinton, no booze. That's it for this episode of C-SPAN's The Weekly. A reminder, you can do your own searches in the C-SPAN video library. Look up other presidents speaking on Memorial Day and other events related to our nation's war heroes and war dead. Just go to cspan.org and use the search bar on top, all for free. Thanks for listening, and happy searching.